Hi everybody, this is Santhini from Sannie Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So you can see, I'm probably guess what I am going to be doing today. And today I am going to be doing week 4 of the OctHygge 2023 challenge. So we've done our journal covers, our signatures, our embellishments. And now I'm going to show you how I bind and complete the journal. Okay, so remember that you would have seen 5 other people already doing their journal completion with the binding, etc. And Vanessa and I will be doing our last ones or the last videos today. So what we are going to be doing is, this is my journal cover over here, okay, and I am going to be showing you how I bind my journal. I don't always bind my journal like this. I'm binding my journal like this because I have a well, it is not an altered book, but it is a gutted book that I took apart, and I've used the cover for it. Okay, so now I'm not too keen on running my needle through this hard part over here, so I thought I would show you how I did a hidden spine. I think it's called a hidden spine. Now I must warn you, I am crazy bad at binding. It is not something I like doing. There's 2 things I don't like doing in a journal. The 2 things I don't like doing in a journal is making a journal cover, and I know that's weird because it's some people's favorite thing to do, but it certainly isn't mine. Okay, I get overwhelmed on what decisions to make to do the cover, whatever. The second thing is definitely binding. I struggle a lot with binding, so it is going to be as much of a challenge to you as it is going to be to me. And I'm talking about the newbies, the ones that are afraid of doing it. Don't worry, guess what? There's many of us that are afraid of doing it, and we don't do it well as well. But that just, it's there to show you that even though you struggle, guess what? You're still gonna get it right eventually. Right, so let's move on. Okay, so what I have over here is I have my journal. The other thing I do with my journal is I remove as much of the tags, etc., that I put in. I'm one of those people that do love lots of things to take out, because I journal, I do Bible journaling in mine, and I find it difficult to write. So you'll always see me putting tags in or something of that nature to be able to pull it out right and put it back in. So I actually take all those out when I am binding. And what I do is I take photographs of it. So I know exactly where to put it. But this time around, I am going to wing it, okay, because it's not a very big journal, and I hope I'll get it right. So you can see I've taken out everything. Right, so let's explain to you what I have done over here. I needed to do it because I needed it to dry. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of what is this, calico. In South Africa it's called calico, okay, and then I've added a piece of cardboard to it. I think it is 160 GSM, maybe 200, can't remember, but somewhere around that. Now this strip that I added onto it, and the only reason I added it on is because you can kind of see the color pulling or coming through over there. And sorry, I dropped something now, and maybe we don't want it like that, okay, but so I cut a piece of cardboard, okay, that is the width of the spine over here. You'll see, when you close it up like that, it's the width of this part over here, this part here, okay, and the height of it. And then I cut a piece of calico or material, and I stuck it on. So this here is going to go right slap bang in the middle of the spine over here. I didn't need to do it, but I thought it was a good idea, okay, and that's what I'm going to do at the end. Then I'm going to cover it with some of the kit pages here and here, and yeah, that's going to be it. But we first need to add the signature onto this, okay, and then we stick it in. Right, so the other thing I did was I took a piece of paper, right, and I wanted to add, normally I do a 5-hole stitch, but this is a 1 signature journal and it's not too bulky because I had to bind it into a book. All right, so I'm doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch over here, excuse me. So I took this, which is the length of the spine, and I cut it down, and all I did was I did this. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. I folded it end to end, and I folded it end to end, and I opened it up, and I kind of marked the 3 places where I'm going to insert my needle into. Okay, so great, we on a roll here. What's the saying? Pass me the butter, I'm on a roll. Okay, how's that? Okay, so Santhini, pass you the butter, you on a roll. Where is your cotton? It's here. It is here, but of course I need to be a little bit embarrassed because guess what? I know my cotton is here. Let's dig in. Let's dig in. Yeah. Oh, hello. So I turned 50 yesterday, and it seems I'm a little bit blind as well now. Okay, so let's go. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your what's this word? Your signature, or actually your what's this book? Your book or your cover or whatever it is. And well, in my case it didn't matter which one I took, because guess why? They're almost the same size, okay? But I would say safer, your cover is always bigger. So take your cover and then take your thread. You can use embroidery thread, which we call that in South Africa, and I think somewhere else around the world you all might be calling it embroidery floss. You can use that. I normally use that. Or you could use some crochet thread, or you could use so I did 1, 2, 3 is the normal rule. 3 times the length of your cover in my case, and then a little bit more for good measure. Right, yes, so you could use something that's strong, okay, not ordinary sewing thread. You don't use ordinary sewing thread. The other thing you do is I'm using, I think in my time, I mean in my world, this is waxed cotton or linen, so it's quite thread. The other thing you do is that you use a nice sturdy needle. That needle needs to be long enough to go through all your pages of your signatures, okay? The other thing you do is, we normally double up our thread when we're sewing. No, don't double, keep it single, like that, okay? Right, so once you got that sorted out, then what you're going to do is you're going to take your signature now that you are going to be binding, and you are going to look for the middle of it, making sure that if you've got all these shorter pages, that they are lined up properly. You've got them how you want them in your book. I'm happy with the placement of my stuff. Then I'm going to open it up to the middle. That's my middle. Okay. And I am going to, just give me a second. This is falling all the time. Let's put it there. Okay, let's do that again. Rewind. Gonna open it up to the middle. And then I am going to take these fat mamas here, and I am going to clip it all together. Okay, this part is easy. This is not where I sickle or sickle. Another Afrikaans word. Sickle means struggle, okay? So it's not where I struggle. Where I really struggle is getting that what's this word? getting that needle to line up. Man, that's the bad part. I also folded this in half, okay, like that. Now I'm gonna put it here. See? Okay. Right, so I am kind of eyeballing this because this is as long as the cover, okay, which you don't have to have it like that, but yeah. So I'm gonna put that there, and then I'm gonna take the smaller mamas, and I am just going to try to catch it side there and the side. Okay, let's give, okay, the side on this side as well. So I'm lining up the middle of this with the fold, okay, the fold over there, and I'll know soon whether I got it right. Right, I do have it right. I think I have it right, but what did I do over here? Okay, right, so here too. Let's just get that right in there and that right in there. So it's looking something like this. Okay, and that is in the middle. Yes. So now what I'm going to do is, I should have taken out this before, but I forgot. I knew I didn't have something out. Right, oh cool. So you're going to take this now. Oh yes, I'm tired. This video normally gets filmed on a Tuesday for a Wednesday, but it was my birthday yesterday, so I didn't have time to film a video. I would have, but my husband surprised me by staying at home for the day, so we went out. By the time I came back, I was really tired. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my oil, have this here to protect your desk, and if you have a cradle, that's wonderful. I might be getting a cradle soon, and I'm just going to poke, you know, where these the marks are. I'm just going to poke. Right, I'm going to poke. But what I'm going to do as well is, which I forgot, is that I am going to line this one up over here. Now I mean, I can line it up if I want to. Don't have to line it up, but let us line it up. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this like this, and I'm also going to do a like, you know, in the middle. Should have done this before I put it down, which you need to do. Don't be silly like me. Okay, so I'm just gonna line it up like that, make it straight on both sides like this. So yeah, I should have, because this is quite thick, hey? So, and it's got glue on it, so I'm gonna line that up there. You can do it separately as well, meaning that you can do everything over there and then find the holes over here as well. Yes, this is thick now, with some glue on it. This thing is thick now, but yeah, so you don't really have to worry too much, because guess what, this is going underneath. Right, so I lined it up. I'm gonna line it up here as well. So I'm just, now remember, this is wider, taller than this, because this is going to be on the cover, hey? So I am just eyeballing here, how much I must leave from the top and the bottom, okay? And let's use these people here as well to try and get in there. Can we? Yes, we can. And then here as well, try and get it in there as well. Okay, maybe like, ooh, sorry, maybe like in the corner here, right, something like that. So now all are fitting nice and snugly. Okay, and then we are going to take this, and I'm going to stand up for this, because the trick, I think, say she who doesn't struggles, is to make sure that this goes in straight and not at an angle. So There we go. And there we go. And there we go. Okay, so we've got our little holes over there. All right, got our holes over there. And I think it moved a bit. Like that. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our needle, okay, and hopefully we get it right. We're going to move from here inside to the outside. Let's move that out, and I think I can sit down now. I'm gonna move that there like that, in from here, out there. Ooh, come on. There we go. And I like to leave a nice big thread on the inside. And you know what you can do? You can take this thread if you want to. Ah, Santhini, you're such a doofy. I told you I'm a doofy. I need to remove this here. Can't you have that over there? Because that's for our thing. That's was our template. So I need to remove the template. I told you. I am so funny. But in removing the template, I think I moved this. So let's see. Let's open it out. Let's put this in here like this. There we go. And now, yep, I moved it a little bit. Right, so I'm gonna just do that for now. Push it in here like that. Just seeing where we are adding this. Being gentle, being gentle. Okay, I'm going to take this out completely. When I moved the template, I seem to have moved the stuff around. Okay, so let's try again. Put it in there. Yeah, there we go. There's it coming out on this side now. Okay, so got it there. Right, so now because I moved the template, I kind of lost where I had this. So I'm going to put that back in there, that baby back in there, like that, kind of now. Okay, and then I'll secure it in place again. Okay, so I'm going to look at it and say, righto, right, just pull this out a bit here. Right, are we in place? Are we in place? Yeah, looks good. So don't forget to pull the template out, because then you might have some circumstances that you don't really like. So I think I got it. Here and here, like that. Right, so got it like that, and there's our thread on the inside here. Right, so now where's my needle? There's my needle here. So I've got it here now, and I'm going to hold this thread kind of here. Now what we want to do is we can either go up or down, and we are going to put it in through the hole when my eye's steady enough. Oh, I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong. I took out my glasses. So I can't really see properly. Not my glasses, my contacts. I went to have a little sleep and I took out my contacts. Now that doesn't look right because there's too much at the, yeah. Okay, so I'm suffering a bit, as you can see, because when I took out my template, I moved this around. So I am going to just do that through here, which is really tough. Okay, then I'm gonna find my hole here now in my book, because I really did muck it up there, okay, when I took out my template. And then I'm feeling my way through over here, okay, because I can feel now that my book moved a little, and feeling my way through. I can see what I'm doing, hopefully. Yeah, trying to keep my needle as straight as possible here. So I think we would have had less problems if I didn't move my template. There we go, and there we go here. There we are. So we are back up now. Ugh. And we are struggling. We are struggling here. We are struggling because I just put lotion on my hands. So we are struggling. Let me get something to pull it out. Just give me a second. There we go. We are struggling to pull this out, to pull this baby out. Aha, there we go. So then we are here, right? So okay, good. And what we're going to do now is we are going to go in here now, right, like that, and we are going to find our way again. There's it here. Good, 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 good. There we go. Oh, there we go. Perfect now. So we pull it now to the back. Right, so this is how it's looking on this side now. Now we need to put it back into the center. But before we put it back into the center, what you need to understand is your thread, right? Can you see this is their main thread? Now this is on this side. Firstly, I'm going to try not to split my thread. Secondly, I'm going to this thread here is on the left hand side. I need to try and get the thread into the right hand side. Right, so I'm going to go back through this hole over here that we created here, and now I need to be able to move my thread to the back so I can get it in. Oops. Let's try that again. So there's my fold there, but here's it here on the thing that's matching the actual fold there. Right, so get it in there and get it in. And I've got some thick thread going on here, so I need to be sure that I'm not splitting my thread as I'm pushing it in. So there's it going in slowly but surely. Yes, you got it, Santhini. Yes. So I told you, some people can get it in one go. Not me, not me. And then I lost it again. Hey, oh no, I didn't. Ugh. Now there we go. But what happened here? I lost it again here. Oh my word, Santhini. It's like a disaster. So there's it here. I'm gonna get it in. I'm gonna get it in, don't worry. There's it. There's it. There's it. There's it. Finally. Just making sure. Right. And then open it out and finally in there. Oh yeah, finally. Yes, guys, my thick thread and my big thick needle and the fact that I lost my holes didn't help much, did it? But it's okay, because it's in now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we are nice and tight. Going to make sure we are nice and tight. We are in the middle here, and now we are going to tie one on this side and one on that side. Right, so one there, and then one like that, so in different directions. So how do I know which direction I'm going? I don't. I just know the natural way I tie. Okay, and so the next one is the unnatural way that I tie. So that's how I know it. Now you can leave your threads long, or you can cut it off here to be able to do something. I wonder. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut it, but I'm gonna cut it there. Maybe I'm gonna have something that is gonna dangle. I don't know. So that's that now. Okay, we got the binding done. Oh my goodness, what a catastrophe. Okay, so I didn't lie about the fact that I ain't good in binding. Hey, didn't lie about that. Yeah, so now that we've got that, right, I'm training my piece of paper, here like that. Okay, because now I'm going to glue it down. And there's it, yeah. So now what's the important thing for me to be able to do is to be able to follow, making sure my paper is actually going to be sitting in the right part of it. Okay, so meaning on the spine itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue my paper, I'm going to glue here first. Okay, I'm going to glue here first. Like that. Sorry, was I out of frame? Yeah. I'm going to glue here first. And this is just ordinary glue. Now I'm going to make sure that when I set it down, it's the right side. Yeah. That this piece is lying in the inside the folds there. Okay. That it's lying inside the fold like that. Okay. So I'm going to just look at it and say eyeball it, and well, not eyeball it. I'm going to be specific in making sure that this piece, which is the part that is the, you know, the wooden piece, or the cardboard piece, is lying within the fold there, right? So it's looking decent on that side. Let's see on this side. Yeah, it's on the spine, it's in the spine. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to place it within the spine. So here looks a bit off, here's looking good, and there's looking good. Okay, so now I'm placing it in within the spine there, like that. And now I'm going to test it. Does my book close? Yes, it closes. How does it look from the top? Pretty decent. Okay, pretty decent. Yeah, looking pretty decent, meaning that it is lined up in the spine. What about here? Yep, it's looking pretty decent over here as well, meaning that it is lined up on the spine. Okay, so that's done now. Now the next thing I'm going to do, ooh, come on. Making sure. Okay, we'll put some more glue there on the spine as well now, because this cardboard is really thick. So just adding some more glue. Normally I will let this set like that before I actually put any other glue on it, right? But I don't have time to let it set. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just put some fabric glue now, because I need this to sit down now. I need this to go down so I can actually do the rest of the cover like this. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I am going to press it down now. There, right? And I don't mind if my glue shows through here. Guess why? I'm going to cover it anyway. Okay, so I don't mind. If I wasn't going to cover it, yeah, it would be a big thing. So just training this like that. Just adding my glue, a little bit more fabric glue here, like that. Oopsie doopsie. Right there. Right, looking good. Looking good. Let's see. We looking good, but not looking good. Okay. So let's see. Let's bring our thing out to make sure that that looks good now. Yeah, that looks good now. Okay, so just running it over that spine there quickly, like that, like that. Oh, yeah. So do you know this is the first time I've binded a book on camera, and this is the first time I did a hidden spine, well, binded and a hidden spine on camera, because I don't normally do that. So you saw all my little faults, but that's okay, because no one said junk journalists are perfect, hey? Yeah, so let's do this now. Just gonna put some of this fabric glue here as well, because it is having a tough time sitting down, I must admit. And I'm not putting so much so that it soaks through onto the page. So I am quite well aware of the fact that I'm on the page itself and I'm putting the glue, but I'm not putting enough for it to seep through. All right, so there we go here. Let's train this side now. I'm gonna train this side now. Okay, for that fabric to just go into the spine as such. There we are. This side. It's easier. Okay. Like that. And let's see here. Just doing that there. And then moving it here. And also running it through here. Okay, so this side, there's it here. Okay, so there it is. Ta-da! Like that. Okay, so kind of right. How does it look here now? Just worried on how it looks over here, that there's no puckering. Okay, there's no puckering there, just a little of puckering here, and that's probably because it's not stuck down here. So just adding some glue here now. So not very easy to do. What spine is this? And a hidden spine, but not hard as well. Okay, so it's not hard as well. Not easy, not hard. I don't know. Right, so here we have this, and now I'm going to, okay, so that's fine on that side. On this side, okay. So now we're going to cut it off. Oopsie. To make it, sorry man. make it even. So there we go. The side is done. And then this side here as well. Righto. So what about here? Cool, bananas. And then here as well. Okay, just neatening it out. You can leave it out, meaning that you can leave it to show. But I'm gonna put some lace on the spine over here, so I don't want that to be out there. Right, cool bananas, that's done. Right, so the next thing now is just neatening it up now from this side. There we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our boards. So I urge you not to do it in one step. I urge you to let it wait a little while and stuff like that, right? So I'm going to put this here. Oh, let's see. How does it look on the inside? Never did see how it looks on the inside. Yeah. Looking pretty good. Yeah. Okay. It's looking pretty nice on the inside too. So let's now add these here. So I think my journal is quite bulky. I was going to add some pockets to the inside of the covers and the back and the front, but I don't know. Then it's not going to close, and I know that some people don't like it when it doesn't close. So let's add this here now. See, like that. Let's see. Okay, so we need to bring it out a little bit more because we need to make sure that this closes. So a little bit more on that side there, a little bit more on that side there. Okay, like that. Yeah, so there's it there on that side, and then on this side I'm gonna do the same thing. Okay, see it's lying nice and neatly, so we got that right. And you know what a hidden spine is, right? I'm sure you do, but so you see, after we got our, when we moved our template, we had a problem, hey? We had a problem. But now, everything's good. Everything's good. So don't get frazzled by the fact that our template got moved. We still succeeded, and that's what I was trying to say. Even then, you still succeed. You succeed, okay? And it is a well-bound journal. Look, nicely bound. Okay, all right, so there we go. That's like that. And then I think I'm gonna have some of this over here like this. Here like that. Okay, so I'm gonna add that thing now. So I'm gonna add it to the spine first, I should have opened my new glue, but there's so much of glue over here, it's not even funny. The bottle is probably quarter full. So I'm gonna add my glue over here like this. Okay, and it's okay if it goes on that side. I just don't want it to go onto this side here, the front. It's okay if it goes onto the back, because we are going to glue it there anyway. But I just wanted to add my glue here firstly, right, like that. And I added a pretty decent amount of glue, hey, just so that you know. Now I'm going to take this and looking for the right and the wrong side, which I haven't a clue. Doesn't really matter, it looks like. Right, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to add it to, I'm going to move it a little bit more so I can cut it out, to the to the spine over here. Okay, like that, making sure that it doesn't go over it. Okay, so here it doesn't look right. Or is here perfect and here wrong? Let's see. No, it's good. It's good. I think I'm gonna bring this a little bit more. Oh, perfect. Okay, so that's what I did there, like that. Now I'm gonna cut it off here. Oh, so what was a hidden spine? Can you see? You can't see my threads on the outside. Can you see? There's no threads on the outside. So that is a hidden spine. No threads on the outside. Okay. So let's do that. Make it neat there. Yes, yes. And then the last thing I want to do is, I don't like this flapping over here. Or do I? No, don't like it, because see, when you do that to the journal, what happens? So I'm going to add some glue. I don't want to add it onto the lace because then it's going to go onto this part of the lace. Although I could put something there to, you know, make that not happen. Right, now I am just eyeballing it here in terms, today I'm out of frame, I feel. So I hope this video is not fully out of frame. I'm just adding it there. I don't mind if these parts just kind of are out. I don't mind that. I just don't want the whole lace on this side to be out. Okay, so let's see. Yes, perfect. Perfect. I love it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I am going to put these things away. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the stuff in back, and I'm going to do a flip through with you, okay, to show you the completed journal. So give me a second. All right, so I am back with my finished project or finished journal. But before I get onto the finished journal and our flip through, I am supposed to ask you a question. But let's first go through this. Right. So remember I told you in all the videos that you can win prizes, and I told you at the beginning of this that I am going to be giving away 2 digital journal kits, okay? But you have to work a little bit, just a tiny little bit, in order to get it. Right. So what do you need to do? How do you participate in our drawings, right? So for each of the channels of our collaborators, you must subscribe to their channel. So thank you for subscribing to my channel. I know that it has gone up in terms of subscribers, so I do thank you. Like each collaboration video posted, comment on each video answering the question that the collaborator will ask, which I'm going to ask you just now. And then for an extra point and to get your name in the drawings twice, post your finished journal pics with the OctHygge 2023 hashtag by October, I think it was 30th or 31st, but to be safe, 30th, okay, 2023, to the Facebook groups of Crafty Dragon Creations and or Creative Paper Artisan. So you can post to any one of these ladies groups in order to get the extra point. But I urge you to also post to the rest of the collaborators' social media platforms, okay? And you will find the link below this video to be able to go and watch all the videos again. There's a playlist. There is going to be a what's this word, a link with all the collaborators' social media platforms, whether it's YouTube, whether it is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever the case may be. Okay, and why are we doing this, people? To help us to grow. And what do you get from it? You get all the freebies that were posted on all the Facebook platform groups, and you can really make your own journal out of it. But remember that these kits are up until the 31st of October at 30% discount in the both shops, which is the Creative Paper Artisan one as well as the Crafty Dragon Creation. So if in this flip through you like what you see, it's because I used the two ladies kits. Okay, and I tried to keep this journal as much as possible with only those two kits in it, so you have an idea what you're looking for, so or you're looking at. So let's look at this. My question for you today, my last and final question for you today is, now I don't know why this is coming out here. I'm gonna have to use some, I think because this journal has been moving around everywhere. But ta-da! Drum roll. Okay, what is the most hygge time of the day for you? So what is the time of the day that makes you feel warm and fuzzy and relaxed and looking forward to the rest of the day or afternoon or whatever the case may be? Now I'm going to tell you something. I think you all know that I actually work full time, and creating is my therapy and it's my part-time. And I love my job, but I love creating a little bit more than my job. But my job pays my bills, okay, and gives me the money I need to buy my crafty stuff. So the most hygge part of the day for me is a Friday afternoon, because I know then I have the entire weekend to relax and get all the home stuff, mom stuff, all that kind of stuff done, but also to fit in some crafting time. So I try to craft almost every day, but it's the weekend that I'm most relaxed to craft in. Okay, so that's my time of the day and my time of the week. When is yours? Put it down in the comments below. Okay, I'd love to hear from you. And I know I have been really bad in answering comments for the last few videos. I apologize, guys. It is crazy here in this household. So I will get to I will get to reply to you. So please don't think that I've forgotten about you. Please don't think that I'm ignoring you. Please don't think I don't care, because I do. I've read it all. I just need to reply to you now. Right, so this is the cover. This is the front. Then I put some lace on the spine, and then I did the back. And you all know that I used a book to be able to fit my journal into. Right, and then if you open this out, I know many people said they love the marigold colored lace or ribbon. I love it too. Okay, so I took the wheel, no, the master or Viewmaster, I think it's called, from the kit, and I backed it onto some paper, and I cut out the words, the letters for creative time, and I added it to that. And then it spins around, so I've got a little brad over here that holds these two things in place, so it is quite interactive. Then you can actually write over here, so you can do journaling here, and then in here is a CD cover, which you can take out the tab. Did I just glue it? No, I didn't, because I know I glued the paper, the plastic, the paper to the plastic. So here's a tag over here that you can also journal. You know me by now. I'm big on journal space. I like my books to be very functional, my journals to be very functional. So yeah, and then more journaling space. Ta-da! And why I like these is because I can write my Bible verses on them. So I'm very happy about that. Okay, and then another tag over here to journal on, and then a nice big tag over here to journal on. Okay, I'm not going to take it out fully. And come on, I know it goes in, just catching. There we go, it's catching on that. Right, and then more journaling space over here. And here we've got another page in the kit, and we've got some die cuts. These are like velvet die cuts over here that I added. Then I put a closure on mine. It's nothing fancy, really simple. My closure, I'll show it to you now after I tie this knot, bow, whatever. You know, I'm really not good at tying bows, really bad at tying bows, so I might cut that down a little bit. So here's my closure here, and I took these bulldog clips and I just painted them with patina, but I'll go back and really do a good job of it. And then this was a broken piece of jewelry. I thought I'll add it onto it, and it just is such a simple closure. Ta-da! And ta-da for the back. Okay, like that, and it's got a little dangle over here. Right, so that's basically what I did for my closure. Nothing fancy. I haven't put anything over here because it's getting rather fat. Okay, also I don't decorate normally pages like this. I like for them to speak for themselves, so there's nothing there. I did this, I think, on camera with you, where I took the 2 pockets from the kit and I made some tags out of it. I mean I used those pockets, and then I think these were tags in the kit, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was a tag in the kit. Okay, and then a small one here, and all got journaling space. Another page in the kit which I left blank. This one I've also done with y'all on camera. If you look here, I cut the envelope so that there is some journaling space over here on this one. And just get that in like that. And then if you take this out, there's journaling space over here on this. And if you open it, there's journaling space here as well. So this is from music paper, and it runs through the book into the spine. And yeah, that's basically it on that side. And the tags and the envelopes are from the kit. I think even the paper one inside. Yeah, I didn't really make a lot. Okay, and even these here are from Creative Paper Artisan kit. What's these things called? Paper clips. Okay, here I kept it blank so I can do some journaling there. Here I kind of added some what's this word? I don't know. I don't think I added that. Here there's 2 cards that were in my freebie, on my Facebook freebie, as well on my Facebook freebie. So I made a little thin, like a little pocket over here, like a top tuck, but you can also use it as a bookmark. Okay, so I didn't use it as a bookmark, I used it as a top tuck. Then I made this tag over here. I had some stamps that I wanted to use, and I made this tag over here. I think I spritzed it with vintage photo, yes, that I had made with the re-inker in a bottle, and I did that. Here there's a pocket from the kit. Okay, and then I like personally big tags. Okay, so I went and made this tag over here, okay, just on normal cardboard, and then I took a page from the kit and I made that tag, and I did some stamping on it, and that goes in there like that, and yes, in there like that. So I'm really a fan of big tags. You will see it even in my digital kits. Very big tags. They just take up all the space and fill out a page. Yeah, I did the belly band with you as part of a video. I went in, I took a page of the kit, and I just made a nice big tag over here, and I put some fussy cuts on it. So that was that one there. On this side over here, I took one of the fussy cuts from the kit. I added some fussy cuts over here as well. If you look at it, not fussy cuts, these are die cuts, okay, with a little crocheted flower that I made, and I used a tag from the kit as well. And I just added one of my little labels. I was trying out my stamp, so I just added that little label over there. I left this blank because you can journal over there. On this side over here, once again, a die cut that I used that has pockets in it. So I took a page from the kit and I made a pocket with it using a die, and then I just added the parts of the what's this word? The tags. But I believe I made this tag here. It's backed with brown paper bags, and it is just an image from the one of the pages on the kit. Okay, just to give me a nice big tag to go in there like that. Left that plain. I left this plain for a lot of journaling. This is my you know, my center. I used a stamp over here and I stamped. It came out a little bit darker than I expected, but yeah, it's okay. And then I did a little bit of a collage over here. Here, once again, I made some nice big tags with pages from the kit. Okay, you can see I really like big tags. Okay, and I just popped them in there. Okay, then on this side over here, I took the pocket and no, it wasn't a pocket, it was a part of a page, I believe, and I just turned it into a pocket. This one here, I was practicing what I wanted to do over here, kind of initially, and I had cut it like that, but it was on paper, so I just went in and I backed it up and made it in the tag, and then I've got a little pocket over here as well. So I just brought this paper over there and I just put it in there like that. Here I've got nothing. Here I've got a little, well, you know, you can write over here, and then I've got this, which was a piece I cut out from somewhere. I think it was from here actually, if I'm not mistaken, and I added that there, and I added this here, so it looks like a little bit of a collage, but it is not really. Here I did some stamping so I can write. Here I felt it was a little plain. I went and added the sunflower. On this one, I took one of the, sorry, my son is being very naughty. I took one of the envelopes. I cut down the sides, as you can see, and I then, oopsie, sorry, and then I just did a concertina kind of a, what's this word, you know, page over here, which you can then journal on. And then I just put a little, what's this word? One of the fussy cuts in there. Here I took the two small pockets and took the words. I added some, you know, little fabric pieces there. And I made two small tags to go into this pocket. And then two small tags to go into that pocket there. On this one over here, I did this technique on video with you. It's just an embellishment on the page. Here I left it blank. I wanted that page to speak for itself. Here is the other part of that music one, you know, so I'm not going to go into that. Nothing going on here. This is one of the pockets that I did with you on another video, and it's got a little envelope, a little stamped image. I've got some tags from the kit that I can journal on over here, And I've got a little fussy cutter here as well, or a big fussy cut that I added there. I was going to leave it, glue it in such a way that there was another pocket, a big one here, but I changed my mind because now the journal was getting fat. Another fussy cut and another fussy cut here that I added to these pockets. And I believe that's the end. That's the end of it. So I left that here, which you can journal on as well. So thank you so very much. Thank you so much for following this collaboration. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you so very much for your comments. They were all a pleasure to read. I hope that you enjoyed this collaboration from my channel, you know, and in general. And also I want to thank you for participating if you did, meaning buying the kit and then doing your own stuff. And I also want to thank you for posting your creations on my Facebook group and the other Facebook groups of the other ladies. And I hope that we have forged relationships that will last a very long time, and that you will continue to enjoy our content. And if there are any suggestions, please let us know as well. Thank you so very much. Remember your question. I'm not going to repeat it, but if you watch the video, you're going to know the question that I asked you. Leave that answer down in the comments, and feel free to comment whichever way you want to. So that's my journal. Unfortunately, it's not going to be given away. I live in South Africa. Postage is crazy to anywhere part, any different part of the world. It's not feasible for me to send it to anywhere else. And I didn't want to limit the drawing to only South African people, because here in South Africa, we are actually in spring. So do take care, everybody. Lots of love from me, Santhini-Sannie Creates. And I do hope that you have a blessed week ahead. Bye-bye.